What was there in those 3 days that changed you completely, that you, after that, you wanted to stand on the stage and you want to deliver?
And don't call this a mission statement. Life calling statement. What's my life calling statement?
It was a biggest failure of your life, and how you bounced back.
Now, that's all good to say, but person is experiencing failure. What is failure? Okay, let's understand and define what's failure. My mind is completely in panic mode.
Right.
You want to run away, get up, go something. Mind is not working. Desperate times need drastic measures. I am a failure is to say that I am experiencing a sense or feeling of either helplessness or hopelessness or meaninglessness or purposelessness. When the roads are full of potholes and bumpy, the only thing you can do is to enhance the capability of your shock absorber.
If somebody wakes up in the morning, they have the most important day of their life, but experiencing some or the other negative things right from the morning.
Now you just do one thing. If you any day it's bad, you just look around and
self-motivated and do their work on time. They are always on their toes. But what is stopping others from doing that?
Performance is equal to potential minus interference. So you cannot have one wildflower and say that is the, well, everybody should be like that wildflower, like the banyan tree or that. But you, the leader's responsibility is create that. And that's why I developed a model called BHAW, B-O-W, Voice of Workforce. D square is data driven, C cube is coaching and course correction. Assessment tool called Organization Productivity Assessment. Now my job is to see how I can bring an alignment in this whole process and make the ship worthy of going through the journey. I can give honey paws, but don't come and trouble me. I can also sting you. People should know that. When they do the initial program of mine, risk is mine, reward is yours. That's my.
An unwavering leader is?
An unwavering leader is a person who can remain calm, composed. The leader's biggest myth is get the team together and they'll work together.
Radhe Radhe, welcome back to BHAW Namrata podcast, where expression is power. Today we have with us a person who has spent 3 decades in helping organizations to grow by growing their leaders. He is the founder of WMBD Management Services. He is an people architect, and he is the author of an phenomenal, inspiring book called Unwavering Leader. So join your hands to welcome him, Mr. Arjun Raj Urs. Radhe Radhe, Namaskar sir, welcome to the podcast, and we are very happy to have you here, and I'm really very excited to talk to you about your journey and the last 3 decades you have spent with the organizations and the leaders, so lots of stories.
Absolutely, even I am very happy to be here and looking forward to it.
Starting from the start, you were an engineer. You started your career, you were a bike rider, you were interested in all those things. So how did you land here?
I worked as an engineer.
Yeah.
That was early in my career. Then I was doing well for myself. I didn't have any issues. It was a metallurgical company, and Boruca Steel was the name of the company. It's in Bangalore. So, like company had given me all the privileges. I was enjoying my job as such, and nothing to crib about. Then one day my manager, Naveen Singh, and my general manager, Mr. Suresh Kumar D, they both came to me and they said that we've been nominated, we are going to send you to a workshop. And being a motorcycle rallyist, I asked them, like, my bike is okay, why I need to go for a workshop?
Yeah.
Then they said, no, it's not mechanic garage. You are going to a place where you're going to sit down, you're going to listen to somebody, he's going to give a lecture. I said, my God, and I didn't even know that there's something called that, like that kind of age we are living in 1988, 89 and 90. Nobody had heard about something like people like me as such. Then I said, but I have heard a lot of lectures in my college, so what about this whole thing? They said, then I said, I'm not very keen about it, I'm reluctant to go. Then they said, your attendance is over there, so you need to be there. So that's where I was forced to go there, sat down there, 3 days. The person on the stage was giving his inputs to about 175 people.
Right.
And I was one of them in the large auditorium called Alliance Franchise, which is there in Millers Road in Bangalore. At that point of time, something triggered in me and I felt, wow, one day I want to be like him. And that was the dream that set off with no background of speaking, shaky, having a lot of nervousness and not able to talk to people beyond two of them. If they're together, then I have my own hesitation, nervousness, self-doubt. All these things were there. And but the dream was there.
That's what I want to know. So you said that you were not confident to speak in public, you were stammering, and but what was there in those 3 days that changed you completely, that you after that you wanted to stand on the stage and you want to deliver? So what was there in that 3 days?
See, Namrata, I don't say that I got the answers from that
Okay.
workshop,
Okay.
but I was left with a lot of questions by the end of the program.
Okay.
The questions like why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And that has become a part of my module and I run it when I do the program. That's one of the modules. Then am I in the right kind of space in my life? And what else I want to do in my life if not for what I'm doing right now?
Okay.
And where my life will be heading if I were to continue where I am, whatever I'm doing right now. And how will life be 20 years ahead? What will happen?
You were thinking these questions arise then.
Exactly.
Okay.
That triggered so many questions in me.
Oh, okay.
And that's the best part of it. It didn't give me answers.
So beforehand you were not thinking about this?
No. I was just happy with myself.
Okay.
And I was in my own motorcycle rallying world. So nothing to do with life. Life is just, as a matter of fact, life was good.
Okay.
And you're enjoying life.
Okay. So you want to say that that program or that the 3 days workshop you attended, it gave you a direction in your life?
More than direction, it anchored me
Okay.
to myself, and from that anchor, I started looking ahead.
Okay.
And asked several questions. And what would happen if I were to go ahead in the road which right now I have taken? And what happens if I were to take some other road? And what would be life looking like if I were to travel in this road? And how would life be if I were to travel in a road which is unknown yet exciting? And everything is known. Okay. I wanted to retire from that company. Okay. That was my intention at that point of time. They are treating me very well. They are one of the best companies to work for at that point of time. And we didn't have IT at that time. So they had the best of facilities. They had given so much of encouragement for us to develop. They are thinking way ahead of their times. So with that being the case, this is a known road. Right. And here I'm looking at an unknown path, right, which has not been explored. We don't know how to go about it, what to do. But you have got a dream like that person standing on the stage. Right.
So if I'm not wrong, 30 years or 36 years back, I don't think coaching or these type of words were they're relevant at that time.
Can I share something?
Yes, please.
When what happened was,
yes, please.
I had a dream. Then something else happened. I did something very exciting. Okay. I resigned from the job in 1993, about 8 years later. Okay. After I worked there, I resigned because I got a better opportunity. Okay. Now what happened was, after I resigned, I was there, in terms of handing over the whole roles and responsibilities to somebody else. I did that. Then they had arranged for a send-off party. Send-off party was a big event at that time, because if organizations were to do right now the send-off parties, they'll be only looking at send-off parties because so many people resigned. At that point of time, very few people resigned. Then they had a send-off party. A person was stayed with them for 8 years. So I had gone there with some preparation in the mind. I knew that they'll be asking a question or something where, what was your experience? How did you feel and all. So I went there, just had some thoughts in the mind. Went there, sat down, and once I sat down there, my general manager, after some time, he said, "Arjun, you have been there with us for so long, and we would like to know from you, what was your experience with us?" Simple question.
Right.
I just stood up. My hands started trembling. My legs started shivering. A lot of sweating. And suddenly I felt, "Oh, Sita Ma, please open this earth and let me go in and never come out." That's the thought I had. Enough from an Indian mythological context, what we know.
Right.
Then my general manager, Mr. Suresh Kumar D, who I'm a great admirer of, he stood up and said that, "Arjun, we know that you're so overwhelmed. Please sit down. You can stand up and speak whenever you're okay."
Right.
I just sat down and told to myself, I will never stand up to speak in front of a crowd again in my life.
But that was your dream, you said, na? That
The
you
dream
wanted
was,
Yeah.
like it's going and watching a movie,
Okay.
and suddenly you become a James Bond or a hero of a movie, and you come out of the theater, go with the full blast, like on a motorbike, thinking that you are that hero.
Right.
But what it takes to be that hero, you are not aware of it.
Right.
Now, that reality check has never happened.
Yeah.
And this was reality check.
Right.
And in that reality check, I just completely, what I can say, I melted.
Oh.
I just sat down, freezed,
Okay. But it happens with many of us.
Absolutely.
Right.
It does happen with many of us, there's no doubt. Because we have never experienced that. Nobody has
Right.
given, at least nowadays the kids are getting exposure in
Right.
their schools and colleges, but at that time nobody got an exposure
No.
except for some top debaters, and that person will always be on the stage.
Right.
And all the 99 people will be the spectator.
Yeah.
And will
clapping
only
for him.
clapping for him.
Yeah. Right.
Or him or her will be on
Yeah,
the stage,
sure.
that's it.
Yeah.
Other than that, nobody will get this thing.
Right.
And the worst fear is like, what will people think about me? Will I let down myself in my own self? The image which I have got already, will that be let down?
So you have used, just also you used anchor word. Several times in your book, I have read anchor word. What is anchoring to you?
Anchoring is called the centritude, or that which centers you and holds you to the ground. It's like a root. It's the rooted to the earth. See, one may want the fruit and want to fly high and all.
Right.
But if the person is not rooted, small amount of storm or a wind will uproot the person. So anchor is how strongly are we rooted within ourselves. And that rooted, the more the stronger we are in the rooting part of it, the more we can climb high. It's the foundation on which the life is built.
That helped you?
In what way?
Anchoring yourself and then...
Anchoring, it did not take place suddenly. There's nothing called anchoring suddenly.
Okay.
Then I joined the new company.
Right.
I was just going about my work. Then I had also shelved the dream and kept the dream aside, because in Hindi we say, no, oh mera bas ki baat nahi. It's not my cup of tea.
Right.
It was good to see there, but now it's not my cup of tea.
Right.
So you are kept aside. But every now and then that dream will come and say, oh, one such small break. And also one more thing happened was, I I didn't have the courage to go to the workshop leader at the end of the workshop
Mhm.
and share with him that I want to become like you. Can you make me an apprentice?
Yeah.
That courage also was not there because he was like a 10,000 volts transformer. I like a zero candle bulb. I thought if I go near him, I can burn.
Yeah, right.
Then that fear was there.
Mm. You have mentioned this in the book.
Yeah. So that being the case, now like life was going on. That's it. Like nothing to crib about. At the same time, would like in Hindi again, I would like to quote is "कुछ कर गुजरने की तमन्ना है." That is, before the fire goes out of me,
Mhm.
let me put the world on fire. That was something missing.
Okay. So, what did you do to change that? Because many of us would like to know, because the situation you were in,
Mm.
many of us are right now.
Mhm.
We all want to be on stage, but the fear is there
Mm.
that what if I fumble? What
Mm.
if? So this if. So how you came? What did you changed in you, or what did you do to be this a person, Mr. Arjun, sitting in front of me right now?
For this, I give credit to a person called Ramlal S.
Okay.
I became a friend of his, and he used to like work very close to my office, which was there in MG Road,
Mhm.
and we used to meet for every now and then. And one day he told, like it was a Friday evening, he came to my office. He said, "Let's go to a Toastmasters meeting." I only heard the toast word, not the master. I thought there'll be a drink over there or something like that. We'll have a party and all. I went there. People were speaking and speaking and speaking. I didn't understand much of what was going on. Then only I was nudging him, where is the drink and where is the thing? He said, no, 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 there's nothing like that here and all those stuff. Then I'm talking about 33 years back. And I was just young at that time. And now I'm a teetotaler. And that's for the last 23 years. I've been a teetotaler. But what's important is at that time we were young and you wanted to have fun. And by the end of it, he said nothing like that. There's no toast over here. It's Toastmasters Club, and people come here to better their communication. There'll be people who will be encouraging them to come up and speak. Nobody will criticize you. You're in a safe space, and you can work your way through. Then I asked him, "Can I really become that person?" He said, "Yes. If you can dedicate yourself here every week, you can do that." I joined that. In the next 5 years, I did not miss a single meeting. I used to go to Delhi on a trip or some official work, come back to Bangalore on by default or by design by Thursday evening and be there for meeting. Again, go back to Delhi on Saturday,
Okay.
catch the flight and go back. So that's the kind of dedication I put myself into. And this is not something like the diamond making process.
Right.
That was a diamond making process with a lot of heat and pressure, but very safe environment.
Right.
So that I give credit to Toastmasters.
Okay.
That's it.
Wow. So I've read this book, sir, and it's wonderful. And it is not like a book we generally read.
Mm.
It is like a study book,
Mhm.
which is lot of exercises in it to understand yourself, your organization, where you are standing right now, where you want. Means you can plan with this book. So how did you come up with an idea to write this book?
Actually, what happened was the book was always there in me.
Yeah.
The experiences, the perceptions, the views, the conviction, all was within me. But it was in the form of data. Some data here, some data here, some data here. So everywhere the data is there, and there's no kind of crystallization of all the data together in one form. That was not there. substance was there but no form for it. I said to make significant contribution in people's lives and especially in leaders of organizations' life. And what happens with leaders especially is in organizations, leaders take care of everyone and everything.
Right.
But who is taking care of the leader? Who is taking care of the leader?
No one.
It is leader himself has to take care, or herself has to take care.
Right.
Now, if I can give to the leaders, which is especially, this book is written to the leaders of the organizations, and people are leading their teams, whatever. Now, what happens is, this becomes more like a reference index and a ready reckoner for them, for resolving the issues which they are facing, or they will be facing. And what could be issues they may be facing, they are facing? Only two things in my opinion. One is how to be unwavering. I mean, everything else looks like wavering. You know, if you see the cover of this book, everything around is full of storm.
Right.
But how do you remain unwavering? To remain unwavering is first. One more thing is, they say leaders at the top are lonely. Now,
Yes.
the reason is, it's like a child can go to the father or mother and say, Mama, I am going through this, Papa, I am going through this. What? But a father or mother cannot go to child and say, मेरा job चला गया, ये ऐसा हो गया, क्या करें, जिंदगी ऐसा. The child will lose hope.
Right.
The leader can't do that to the team members. However, so that this book supports, is written with that kind of intention that it supports the leaders at those times.
Right.
How to remain unwavering.
Unwavering.
The second thing is how to navigate. And one of the biggest challenge in any organization is, how do I work around with people or deal with people? I never say deal with people. How to work around with people? How do you also ask the same thing?
Right.
So I say, how do I navigate with the human dynamics? Navigating the human dynamics is one more challenge of a leader. Right. So these are the two aspects which it's not, no textbook will give this. No academic will teach you this.
Right.
So with that intention, I written this book. With how to remain unwavering, how to navigate through the human dynamics.
Should take a workshop in school of 9 and 10 kids. Because the
See,
leadership...
what happens is, there are two things. One is the child learns from a future challenge perspective. That means tomorrow when this happens, it's a theory for the child.
Right.
An adult learns from the current challenge perspective. Adult will not be able to learn if you were to say, come, I'll teach you something which will help out 5 years. I don't want that.
Right.
But I am facing the challenge, help me. So this book is more from that perspective.
Right.
I am facing the challenge. I am going through the challenge. In near future, I will go through this challenge. I am experiencing this. That's the time to read this book.
That's why I think I related so
Exactly.
Because I am going through all this. Now coming to your profession, sir. So you are business results coach. So I have heard about many coaches. So what exactly is business results coach?
Okay. So the distinction is between a business coach and business results coach.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Right.
See, what happened was when I started this journey as a coach, I was told that you can only coach people, but results you cannot assure anyone.
Okay.
Then I said to myself that in that case, if I am not able to assure the results, suppose I take coaching. If I say by the end of the coaching, I don't know, it's something will transform. Something can transform right now, something can transform later on. That is too subjective.
Okay.
Then I wanted to make it more objective. And that's why we came out with a frame called D square C cube. D square is data driven, C cube is coaching and course correction.
Okay.
Data driven coaching and course correction. So what has been done in the coaching which I am doing right now is, everything is data driven. Okay. Where people were before, where the organization was before, we measure the organization's productivity through a assessment tool called Organization Productivity Assessment.
Okay.
And thanks to my friend Naveen Tangaya, who is an IIT IIM alumni, and he has developed a tool with the algorithms which gives the reality check of where the organization is in their productivity, in terms of their organization goal clarity, overall goal clarity, then employee goal clarity, schedule and planning, then milestone tracking, then execution culture. Now this gives a complete framework of where the organization is with the overall perspective of people over there,
Okay.
or the employees, leaders, everybody put together. We start with that. Then we get what are two things which make people to deliver results. It's focus, which has got clarity, planning, execution, and energy. Physical energy, mental energy, emotional energy. Then the last component is more to do with purpose.
Okay.
Energy which drives the purpose.
Okay.
So these are the various things. Now both focus and energy put together, if they are high, then people are. So most of the time we find that the energy, both energies put together, they were 30 to 35% average across. Somebody may have 70%, somebody may have zero. The people who get zero also scores as mental energy. They're completely drained out.
The scoring you have given in this?
Yeah, that's the assessments.
Okay.
Assessments results are given there. It is there,
Right.
it's somewhere there.
Yeah, right.
This, and also it is given like where they were before and where they were after.
After, right.
Before, after, before, after, before,
Right,
after.
right.
And if you see before, the graph will be low, after will be high.
Okay.
So the average is to get from 30 to 35 to 60% minimum average
Okay.
scores. Once you get to 60%, that you know the energy and the focus is in the critical level, and that now the team can perform.
Oh, okay. So results, we can have result driven.
Absolutely.
Okay.
See, for example,
Because
some of the assignments
many coaches, when you go, we cannot assure you the result. We can guide you, we can coach you, but the results cannot be assured. So
I feel that we can do that subject to objective mechanisms. Like for example, there are some kind of over the years what has solved as a issue or a problem of an organization or organizations are, one is 8 years we are not achieved profit, we are not made profit, and after 9 months of coaching, for the first time they made profit.
okay. So if there is an organization like this, so what factors did you see that why they were not performing?
See, one of the thing is their on-time delivery was in question. That means they are huge equipment manufacturers, and it takes about, to make manufacture the equipment will take somewhere between 9 months to 16 months.
Okay.
It's huge.
Right.
And huge means like it will be like two, sometimes with 3-floor building.
Okay.
And about 25 flats.
Okay.
Just imagine how big it should be equipment.
Right.
And those equipments requires multiple ways of integrating, that is multiple functions to come together. And they all put together, then they have to create that. It's like one rocket being launched in the space. Now, when that is happening, now their on-time delivery was 33%. Now, and their requirement was 82.
Right.
Today they are at 90%. And that's why they could make the profit.
Right.
So we went to the core of the issue.
Okay. Wow. So if an individual comes to you that he wants results in his business, but he is a sole proprietor, so will you be able to help him?
Yeah, like earlier we never used to get into that.
Okay.
But I'm a great admirer and passionate about Indian middle class.
Okay.
And middle class doesn't mean that a person's like income. Middle class is a value class. We have certain values which have been ingrained in that middle class segment.
Right.
That means that doesn't mean the poor class will not have this, the higher class. It doesn't mean like. It means that it's a value class. Anybody who has got that values will fit into this.
Right.
So what are the 3 Indian middle class values? The first thing is we live with our values in the world which may sometimes will not believe in those values necessarily. I don't take bribe, but the reality is sometimes I have to bribe, whether you like it or
Right.
not. You know,
Yeah.
if somebody
So true.
says without bribing I got something done,
Not possible.
it's not possible.
Yeah. Many a times I've seen this.
Correct?
Yeah.
The second thing is like our goodness is taken as our weakness.
Right.
You know,
Right.
because be good has been ingrained in us.
Right.
The third one is good people come last. That means good people can't come first because our goodness is taken as weakness. And we have created that boundary that within this boundary only will operate.
Right. It is in our mind that business हमारे लिए नहीं है.
Business हमारे लिए. Business means something dirty.
हाँ. कुछ तो वहाँ करना पड़ेगा ऐसा जो तभी आप profitable हो सकते हो. Otherwise, it is very difficult for you to make profit.
You have to do something.
Yeah,
you have to do something over there and to.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that's ingrained. But at the same time, just imagine how many millions of people are involved in business who have got the values.
Right.
There's a fabric of values, no?
Yes, right.
So, if you read a book called Simply Fly by Captain Gopinath, how he doesn't give single piece of bribe but get the aviation certificate. It's amazing to read that.
Okay.
That means, like he has written it, but so many people have not written, but they live that values.
Right.
If I don't stand as a support for them, having told that my business comes from companies and I've established very well, the people who have been giving me business, they'll go on giving me business. Because somebody moves out some organization, they go to some organization, they said, come over here. So like that it happens. So that's it. But that's not the purpose, no. To make significant contribution in people's lives. So that we all can lead a life of sense of purpose, zest and happiness is my calling statement.
Right.
Then am I significantly contributing to this value class which I am a part of?
Right.
So now I have broken down, even if you got 5-member team, I can support you. 10-member team, I can. And the only criteria is there need to be hunger for growth.
The problem is every sole proprietor, they start their business. To build their team and to extract work from the team is a challenge.
I do not want to call extract work from the team is like sugarcane extraction. You can extract something from a machine, but there has to be a great deal of willingness from people. Instead of saying extracting, how do I help people to become willing to do work which needs to be done? Willing to do work that is needed to be done with their own will and accord is something which we need to work around.
Okay. So we have to motivate everyone. Not exactly motivate.
I do not want to call this as motivation. Treat the other person the way
you want to
he or she want to be treated. And there's something like platinum statement. It's not only treat.
That's good.
Correct.
Right.
That's the way it is.
But I think this is an art to be to ask people to do work for you. Even if you pay, also people don't work.
That's why I call this as not art. It's called science and sense of leadership.
Science and sense. Okay.
And I've got a formula for it.
Oh.
It's called results formula.
Oh.
Where R stands for result. Result is equal to D square, A square, M square, E square.
Yes. That's what catch my eye. So I have written this. The result is important. So
yeah. Where D stands for direction, another T stands development. A stands for attitude, another A stands for action. One M stands for monitor, another M stands for motivation. One E stands for energy, another E stands for enable.
Yes.
So this is a combination of all the things which makes the people to say, I will do it. I will do it for some other cause, which is not my personal cause. Somebody dying at the border, fighting a battle, is not his cause or her cause. That is the soldier's cause for the nation, which is not his personal cause.
Right. So true. Because everybody needs results, and if you are saying that results are possible,
especially when small entrepreneurs and people who attended my program, for 30 years I followed one thing. when I used to conduct workshops and all, leadership workshops.
I wanted to ask about your workshop and your program.
Yeah. So basically, there are two kinds of things which you. One is for the enterprise,
Okay.
where enterprise has got an overall structure. Every enterprise is like a ship.
Right.
From the far, it looks majestic.
Mm-hmm.
When you go near, there'll be peeling of the paint, or there'll be some rusty surfaces, or there could be something called barnacles, which are stuck at the bottom. They're small little shell-like animals, like seashells,
Right.
and they get stuck. One of them gets stuck, it's okay, but millions of them get stuck. They get attracted to the bottom of the ship,
Right.
and they slow down the ship. And small vessels, they can also pull them.
Oh.
And there could be something like leakage in the engine,
Mm-hmm.
or the team members may not be aligned with each other, or team members may not be aligned with the organizational, like where the ship is going. Sometimes they kill the captain because they didn't want to go through the journey in the olden times.
Right.
And the captain wants to go to India, but he's going towards West Indies. Now, all these things are an organization.
Right.
Now, my job is to see how I can bring an alignment in this whole process and make the ship worthy of going through the journey, in spite of the turbulence and the storm which it encounters. That's one of the work for the organization.
Right.
That's where 8-year quality, 8-year we are not made profit. How do we do that? Or 8-year quality goals are not achieved. What do we do?
Mm.
Or like we as leaders are doing routine, repetitive and regular tasks, and sometimes redundant tasks also. How do we do more tasks which are strategic in nature?
Mm.
We are not thinking about future, we're only thinking about current problems.
Right.
What do we do? All these things contribute to an organization.
Right.
An individual's problem is different. A small enterprise problem is not like, I have got all the potential, now I want to grow.
Mm.
Sometimes money is there, but you don't know how to go about it, what to do.
Mm.
Now, for those kind of people, I have got a set of program, and where they come small entrepreneurs, and they all can come. And then what happens is, when they come, when they do the initial program of mine, risk is mine, reward is yours. That's my.
Oh, wow.
That means by the end of the program, this initial program, once you have got the initial program, you got benefit and all things, that's a different thing.
Right.
But initial program is concerned, they enter. I say that you do the program. If you do not get the benefit of the program, I will give back the money to you.
Oh.
This I have followed for 30 years.
Wow.
In 30 years, 3 people have taken back the money. That last one was 2012
And
or 2014, I think.
okay. And how many have not taken? So,
Nine,
approx how many?
more than 1,000, 1,500 people.
Wow.
I don't know exact count, but 100% more than 1,000 people.
Wow. That's great.
See, the intention is what? Significant contribution in terms.
Right.
Intention is not like, how do I make my life out of you?
Mm.
That's why I tell no, Namrata, there are two kinds of people, the vulture people and the honeybee people. Only two kinds of people in my life, in my perspective.
Right.
The honeybee people are, who are they? What is a honeybee's role? It goes from flower to flower, takes the nectar from the nectary of the flower, and goes to the next flower, takes the nectar from the nectary of the flower, and in the process it also pollinates the flower, and flower welcomes it because it wants its species to grow. Then while going back to the hive, it processes the nectar and makes it as honey, and which further gets refined in the hive.
Right.
You know what's the beauty of the honeybee? Like, many times it's better than butterfly. There could be arguments on it, but in my opinion, it's better than the butterfly, because a butterfly does the same thing as the honeybee. But what happens with butterfly is, it's alone. So it can't do so much of contribution. It is alone, is doing its work. It doesn't have a hive and all those stuff.
Right.
And also what it does is, it lays the eggs on the flower bed.
Right.
You know, and it hatches. And the worm or the insect for its survival starts eating the flower itself
And the leaf, yeah.
and the leaves.
Yeah, caterpillar.
Caterpillar.
Mm.
But a honeybee will never do that.
Yeah.
Because the only honeybee which lays the egg is the queen bee, and it never comes out of the hive.
Right. Wow. What a comparison. So, wow.
Correct.
We all know this, but we have never zoomed in and we have never seen it so closely and the difference. Oh my God, wow.
Correct.
And in this, honey bees are in a community.
Exactly. They can be associated with human beings.
Right.
And this is something, and I'm fascinated with honeybee. That's a big story, which I'll tell why I'm fascinated with honeybee, why I wanted a beekeeper, why I didn't become a beekeeper. What fascinates me is the honeybee even today. That's a different story.
Okay.
This is one kind of people, honeybee.
Right.
Then vulture.
Right.
I think there'll be a picture somewhere. I'll share with you sometime.
Sure.
And the picture is, there's this vulture and it's following a kid in front of it.
Okay.
This is going, the vulture is behind and the kid is going front, in the front. And the vulture, like the kid is so completely starved. You can see the bones of the kid,
Right.
and the kid may fall anytime.
Right.
And the vulture is waiting for the kid to fall.
Right.
And it's been photographed.
Yeah, and it was nominated as the best photograph.
Best photograph.
Yeah.
Correct? Now, that person who took the photograph, we don't know whether the kid died or not, because the person who took the photograph committed suicide after 3 months.
Oh.
Until it, nobody knows whether the kid has been alive or not.
Right.
So there can be vulture people who are waiting for some other persons to die, or
And they
to
can feed
eat.
on that.
Yeah, feed on the other person rather than creating value for the person, wanting to consume from the person.
Right.
So if I were to say that I did my job, now it's your it's your headache, it's your fate, I can't do anything more. If I had that intention, then what happens?
It is like vulture.
Vulture, na? So how do I stand for you?
I totally bow. Because this comparison, it was great.
But it's an awareness for me not to become an vulture. That's an awareness for me. That's it.
The awareness coming to you is a great thing.
Yeah,
many
every
people
time
don't
I would like to
realize.
compare and say that what is that I'm doing? Subtle. It's not too much gross. Subtle.
That's why you like honeybee.
Yeah. And I should pray honeybee. I should live with honeybee.
Wow. But everybody only sees the honeybee that it stings.
Yeah, it stings. Why? That should be that. Like why do people, even child get attracted to a butterfly?
Right.
It can come and squeeze, and it can kill. A child can kill a butterfly. Let them, anybody, when an adult go and touch the honeybee.
No.
So what is the learning from it is, I can give honey paws, but don't come and trouble me. I can also sting you. People should know that.
Wow. True.
And that's where your goodness is not taken as a weakness.
Right. Oh, now I got it. Okay. I also want to be honeybee now.
Absolutely.
Not vulture, not butterfly.
Absolutely.
Honeybee.
Honeybee.
Yes.
And it's not good looking.
It's okay.
No, I'm telling, it's not good looking.
Yeah.
That means when we say honeybee, it's not good looking.
Right.
But we want to be honeybee. Why?
Right.
Because of the character.
Exactly.
Because of nature. The nature makes it, not the looks.
Okay. So a character builds a person.
Absolutely.
So for a leader is also this true.
If you see chapter 4 in that,
Right.
in that chapter 4, anchor for action.
Anchor for action. Yes.
Okay. I give an example of how the organization is built around the character of the leader, which becomes the culture of the organization. Character of the leader will become the culture of the organization.
Yes, you have given an example. He was not looking at the cost of that. I'm not taking any brand's name, but the bottle of water.
Water.
Yeah.
RO water.
Yeah, RO water. Yes, yeah, I have underlined this.
Yeah, that's a great example, no, where
Yeah.
I still remember that like incident, I can close my eyes and can remember that I was sitting in the cafeteria along with the CEO, and a facility manager is walking by. He calls him, Parth Amin is the CEO of SLK. He calls him and says, "Hey, why you have not given the contract of the RO water who has been supplying us, and why you have not renewed the contract?" And he says, "No, he has increased price." They said that should not be the only consideration, because he's been supplying us from the time when we are there, when we started a startup. He has been there.
I love this line. Leadership is revealed not only in major boardroom decision but also in the small daily actions.
Yeah, small daily actions reveals about leadership more than the boardroom.
Particularly how one treats people, especially those who may appear insignificance within the large business ecosystem. Wow, this insignificance what attracted me. That this is insignificant. Yeah, appear insignificance. So what I thought that if I am a leader, I should be like this.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's an inspiration, na?
Right.
It's not that how you treat your clients, how you treat the most important person. It how you treat the least important person will determine you as a leader.
When I was in school, so when after the assembly, our principal used to stand there, and each one of the student would say, "Good morning, sir. Good morning," and he will reply back to each student.
See, you remember him even today.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would not have remembered him.
Yeah, exactly. So once I asked him, "So you have the patience, you are replying to everyone." So he said, "Yes, see the into with which the child is wishing me. So I should be wishing him with the same enthusiasm."
Beautiful.
So, and I remember
That's
this.
leadership.
Yeah, exactly. And it stayed with me. So when I was working in an organization, right from the gatekeeper to the lift man to the peon to the person who was offering coffee to me, I used to wish everyone, when they wish good morning ma'am, I used to wish them back and they remembered me. And one day when I was stuck in my office, it helped me because the lift man thought that everybody is out, the ma'am is not out, because I used to wish them good morning and bye. So that's why he came to see that where is she, and I was locked in because my thumbprint was not working. I was not able to come out. So he helped me then.
Absolutely.
So small gesture can work wonders.
Amazing. Like
so that's why I underlined this. Wow.
Yeah.
A leader should be like this.
Absolutely.
But I will be honeybee. I love this example.
Thank you.
Today, companies are investing a lot in AI and systems. So, what do you think? A company grows with the system or with the people?
Now, mobile in your hand or a computer, what is it?
System.
It's a device and a system.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, somebody has explained so beautifully. System. What is system? If it's an abbreviation, SYSTEM.
Right.
Save yourself time, energy, money, or misery.
Okay. Wow.
That's a system.
Right.
What can help you to save yourself time, energy, money, or misery is a system.
Right.
The system by itself will not do anything. It's for you to see that what can be done through the system.
Wow. There are lots of wow moments for me in this podcast.
Correct.
Right.
So you use it to save yourself time, energy, and money.
Right.
What is the energy, time, energy, and money? Like the energy point of view. Earlier, I used to remember how many, when we didn't have mobile phones, I at least remember 200 phones like this. Except my phone number, today I'm not able to remember anybody else's phone number.
That's true.
Because the system is working for me. I don't have to, I can use the brain for something else which is better to do.
Right.
Or it's not required. It's not I don't have the capability, it's not required in my opinion right now.
Right.
I'm getting the point.
Yeah.
So like that, system has to be utilized to see how I can save that Not for you aesthetic reason. Whether you have got an apple or a window or whatever it is, you have to see that how you can utilize the system to your best benefit and what it can like do for you.
Right.
So now you tell me what is the answer.
People are always required.
People are the drivers of the system.
Right. So, but many companies are letting them go because there are many layoffs. So, because of AI, so how
So
it's
definitely
working?
disruptions are going, from time immemorial disruptions are there. For example, what is disruption long time back in the Middle Ages and all those stuff? Horse riders were the one who were given the maximum preference in the battle.
Right.
Genghis Khan or anybody for the horse riders, they were given. Horse rider, if it's a skillful horse, they could shoot arrows from horses, speed, like which are going with full speed. They could shoot, and they were given. The moment guns were invented, then what happened? The same riders became an easy target for the gunmen.
Right.
Then infantry became most important. The horse riders became however expert they were, they became redundant.
Right.
Same thing happened in Second World War, where ace pilots were the most important. They said that I shot down 10 enemy fighter jets. I shot down it. The moment the war got over, most of them became unemployed. They started doing stunts and all those stuff to get the money because there were no more war here. They are not required anymore. Human beings also are more from a point of view. It's not about losing job. Have we redefined ourselves to keep ourselves relevant? In the 5th chapter, I covered that.
You have to be relevant.
You know,
Yes.
how have you kept ourselves relevant to the current context and need?
You wrote a personal mission for yourself 30 years back. So, can I ask about that and how you built that?
There's a very interesting story.
Okay.
You know,
I love stories.
Yeah. This was not written because I was gung-ho about life.
Okay.
I started a business in 1996 in Singapore, and it failed miserably because it was ahead of its time, and people had invested in the organization in Singapore. I was there, staying over there for some time, and during that period, what happened? Like I had to return back the money of those people who had invested because I did not get the critical mass of people who had to make the investment.
Right.
So in the process, at that time, we had a pager. We didn't have a mobile phone.
Right.
And people message on the pager, and I'll go and give them the money back. But when they call, we don't know. I had 15 days window.
Okay.
And it was very hot in Singapore in April. So there's something called National Library in Singapore, where you can give your passport and sit over there and read books.
Okay.
Because it's very hot, there's AC, so that was the first point of going to that place. And I'm always a lover of books. I love to read books. So I just went there. I always believe Namrata. There's some kind of universal design which is there always, which we may not recognize, but it's always there. Nothing happens just like that. Even for that matter, if we both are sitting in front of each other, out of 6 billion people, who are we to meet, who met as strangers some time back? And you picked up the book, you read the book, and you said, oh, this is the person I would like to sit with. There are millions of books which are written. Out of all the books, why this book came to you?
If you're just mentioning this, I'll mention. When I read this book, I had many questions about myself. I got answer from this book.
Wow.
So I thought that I will convey this to you, but it's happening on the camera, so I'm just saying now. So when I was reading this, so I thought that, okay, so universe planned this for me. I had such questions, and that's why I read this.
Any one specific question you got answered here by any chance?
Yeah, there are many.
I'm curious, that's it.
Yeah, there are many, and I doubt my scoring also.
Oh, okay.
So I have many.
It's so nice to hear that. I'm so happy. it has served some purpose.
So I will tell you, for last 3 months it's happening to me. So whatever I am asking to universe, I am getting in return, and those people are on my podcast.
Fantastic.
Those who if I'm seeing such reels, last podcast also I mentioned this, that if I'm seeing some reels, what questions I have in my mind, I'm getting that answer from that reel. I invited the person to my podcast.
So podcast is also for you a kind of space where you get your answers.
I'm getting the answer, and then I'm having that person to answer to many people.
Wonderful.
Because many must be having, because I am also in a journey. I've just started. So building a career after a break. So there are n number of questions, and I believe there are n number of ladies like me.
Absolutely. And one more thing, in that book I have quoted some, you can also look at some of the references where I made, and I quoted a specific thing that we are not confined lakes.
Exactly.
We are rivers.
Right.
Who are flowing.
Flowing.
So when you say we are rivers who are flowing, definitely on a journey.
Right. So true.
That's very important for us.
Yes. So please continue.
Yeah. So then I went to I was sitting in the library, I was having reading, then I picked out of the millions of books which is available in the universe, this book I picked up, and it is called The Path by Laurie Beth Jones. And I picked up book because usually what you do when you pick up a book, you will see at the back cover and see what's been written over there.
Right.
And that it was written that she is a lady who had failed in her business, and then she wrote a book, and then everything opened up for her in her life, and she went up. Now I said, oh, I connected. She had also failed in her business. I also failed in my business. So now I'll read this book, because after that she wrote a book and became something. So I not that I want to write a book and all. It's 30. This book is written 3 months back, but not even 2 months back. It's got published. But this I'm talking about 1996.
Right.
So then I started reading. It's such an amazing book on how to create your mission statement for your life. That's the book about.
Wow.
Marvelously written. I got so fascinated, Namrata. At that time, I didn't have money to buy that book. What I did was, sitting in that library, in the next 10 days, I took a 5.5-inch floppy disk. At that time, you had to get paper floppy disks. And I took a 5.5-inch floppy disk, inserted in the PC which they had at that point of time, typed the whole book.
Oh.
I typed the whole book.
Okay.
And the manthan happened. The churning happened.
Right.
When you type the whole book. In the process, I don't call it as a mission statement. I would like to call it as life calling statement. In a mission statement, you have to have a specific number, what you're going to. Like by 2030, I'll make a difference to 10,000 people by contributing to their life in this manner. So that is, so you can't exactly call as mission statement. I would like to give a new term called life calling statement. And I want every one of people out there who are there to write their life calling statement. And don't call this a mission statement. Life calling statement. What's my life calling statement? And that life calling statement, it has remained for last 33 years. It will remain in future also for me. And that statement is to make significant contribution in people's lives so that we all can lead a life of sense of purpose, zest and happiness.
Wow.
That's the life calling statement for me.
I will also write life calling statement.
Life calling.
No more missions.
And if there's something which everyone can take from this podcast, it's life calling statement.
Wow. That's wonderful. Because mission, sometimes we feel, okay, kya mission likhna hai?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly. And
it's overwhelming sometimes to decide.
Absolutely. Mission, vision.
Yeah, exactly.
It becomes too difficult for many people. But life calling statement,
Exactly.
What's my life calling?
Yeah.
You know?
This is more relatable, and you understand that, okay, what is my life calling? Yeah, exactly. Wow. Thank you so much for this
Pleasure.
word.
Yeah.
Just now you said that you had a business in Singapore that failed, and then this book you read and everything. So it was a biggest failure of your life, and how you bounced back.
About failure, this is what I can share.
Mhm.
Many times when you talk about failure, like for a person who is having a bad cold, you ask that person, said, nothing should happen like this to anyone. Nobody should get a bad cold.
Right.
Correct?
Right.
I think you also would have experienced.
Yes. Yes, sir.
But if you ask a person who is going through a terminal illness, he said, nobody should get a terminal illness.
Right.
So failure is something like, at that point of time, it looks as the biggest failure of life. And we have got this statement which has been made by many people, and I say, failure is the stepping stone for success.
Pillars to success.
Pillars to success, stepping stone to success.
Yeah.
Now that's all good to say, but person who is experiencing failure, what is failure? Okay, let's understand and define what's failure.
Whatever I am doing, if I'm unable to do that, or I have not achieved something which I have planned, so it is not a failure, it is learning for me. It is for about me. This is how I see failure. For many it is, अरे आपने किया और आपने ही अचीव कर पाया तो failure, अब तो कुछ नहीं हो सकता. So but for me it is learning. बहुत अच्छी learning थी. Get up and start walking. So this is what I feel. I don't know.
Yeah, this is very good in a drawing room setup where there's nothing like turbulent happening here. You know, just imagine you are sitting in that aeroplane and suddenly there's a wild turbulence, and by chance you happen to put on the TV which is there in front of some other aircrafts have got, or seats have got in front of them a TV, and that time they show the Ahmedabad crash also on the TV screen, and you are sitting in the airplane and there's a huge amount of turbulence. What will be failure for you that time? Will you be able to think at that time, oh, this is something which I need to learn and get up and move ahead and take a learning from it? No.
No. Yeah.
Mind is completely in panic mode.
Right.
You want to run away, get up, go something. Mind is not working.
Right.
Correct? We are talking in that situation. It happened in, I'll tell you, it happened in when the pandemic broke. I had so many entrepreneurs whom I knew.
Me, sir.
Yeah.
I was also doing events business that time.
Events. What events at that time?
All
no, I'm
birthday
telling,
events.
I know birthday, but
Yeah,
who will
there
call
are
for
no,
birthday? No birthday,
no birthday,
no business,
nothing.
Nothing. And you don't know what to do next. More than 100 entrepreneurs got in touch with me. 100 entrepreneurs, professionals. Arjun, this has happened. As though I am a savior. I only am struggling. I also don't know what's going to happen. What's going to, I don't know. Then I told, okay, I am going to conduct a program. You can all come. Then they said, what program is that? So I said, first I need to get a title right. So that gives confidence. I devised a program's name as Desperate Times Need Drastic Measures.
Right.
Okay? And I defined failure over there. Setback, failure. Failure has got only 4 aspects.
Okay.
When you feel I failed, when you feel helpless, when you feel hopeless, when you feel meaningless, when you feel purposeless. So next time, if any one of them you are experiencing, then you can say, I'm experiencing a sense or some kind of feeling of failure. You're not a failure.
Right. There's a feeling of.
You're experiencing a sense or feeling of failure. But I'm not a failure.
Right.
Because if I'm a failure, I'll never get up.
Right.
So first thing what everyone needs to do when they feel that I am a failure is to say that I am experiencing a sense or feeling of either helplessness or hopelessness or meaninglessness or purposelessness. Identify that.
So true.
Correct?
Right.
You're experiencing, that's it.
Experiencing, right?
Then you can get up and do something.
Exactly.
But when somebody goes through the kind of feeling of failure, they say, I have failed. Because why it's said so? Because of schools and colleges. They never said that you have experienced failure. They say you have failed. You have passed. You have failed. Did they say that, oh, okay, you did bad, so you have experienced a feeling of failure. If they go write in the report card and send to home, the parents will say, what school is this?
Right.
But we grow up like that, and subconsciously that's ingrained.
So true. Failure and experience.
And the whole of that program, where 100 people, entrepreneurs, like professionals, did the program on that day, during pandemic times. They were taken through this whole thing with only one statement throughout the program, which was the foundational theme of the program. And that was, when the roads are full of potholes and bumpy, the only thing you can do is to enhance the capability of your shock absorber.
Right.
When you are experiencing hopelessness, helplessness, meaninglessness, purposelessness, that means there's potholes, there are road humps.
Right.
And now, what you need to do?
Shock absorber.
That will remain. Can you change the potholes of Bangalore?
No.
No. Will be mata kharab ho jata. It will break your head.
Right.
But what best you can do? Okay, the potholes are going to be there. I'll enhance the capability of the shock absorber.
Right.
And what is the enhanced capability of shock absorber? Capability of how to deal with hopelessness, how to deal with helplessness, how to deal with purposelessness, how to deal with meaninglessness.
So true. It's so motivating. Okay. And everybody should, means at some or the other point, everybody feel all this.
Absolutely. That's human experience. It's a true human experience.
But nobody said that this is not failure. This is an experience.
Yeah, it's an experience. It's not an experience, it's a feeling.
Feeling of experience.
It's a feeling. I'm sensing, I'm feeling.
Right. If somebody wakes up in the morning, they have the most important day of their life, but experiencing some or the other negative things right from the morning. So, what then they
Black cat passed my path.
Whatever, sir. If you have kids at home, they will do something else. If you are on road, something will happen. So, some other thing happens on the D-Day. So, how to stay calm and what to think at that time?
We are very good at converting events into a beautiful story of our life and make it a movie. Okay. We are great movie makers of our sad and pathetic things which happen in our life.
Right.
You know, it happened like this in this year, then this happened, and they are told that there is some kind of astrologically things are not favoring me. I will have to go through this. And already 4 years have passed. Another 3.5 years, then my sada saath or 7.5 will go away, and then life will be all right.
It never happens. Right?
You know, so that is the kind of thing which happens. Now, I'll share my experience one day. It so happened that was like it started drizzling, and I was on my motorbike from my house. I came to a signal light, and there's a signal light called Saraki signal light near JP Nagar. I came to that signal light and wanting the money. Okay. You know whom I'm talking about. She asked for money, and I don't have a habit of giving. But in Mumbai, it's called, if somebody asks, you give the money because shubh hota hai.
Oh, right.
That means luck will favor
Favor
you.
you. Yeah.
If you give the money, if somebody like this, like,
Right.
I didn't give. Then she touched my chin and went like this. I just signal took off, and then I went. Then suddenly what happened, after I turned to the left, after some time, about 150 meters, the bike got punctured.
Oh.
Okay. Now bike punctured. That's it.
Mhm.
I did not have anything. Then one of my seniors, whom I had to take to a hospital nearby, Ayurvedic center,
Mhm.
I took him there. Then I came out. And then I came to the tire shop, that puncture had happened just opposite the tire shop.
Okay.
And the tire shop was a known person and an old friend of mine.
Okay.
So I came there along with this senior of mine. And then what happened was, in the tire shop, then he said, okay, give the key so that my person can go and check it out, what tube has to be brought. I searched my pocket, key is lost now.
Oh.
Then again went to the Ayurvedic center, key is not there.
Okay.
Now tire punctured, key is lost now.
Mm.
Then in the meantime, he said, okay, my person has gone there, he has checked out, but tire has gone, now you have to replace the tire, you select the tire. I got up from the desk, where I was sitting in the chair. I went and was searching for the tires, or one of the tire, which I can pick it up. Then I felt, let me call my wife on my mobile. Then I was searching, then I said, touch my pocket, mobile is not there. I thought that I kept it on the desk. I came there, mobile is not there.
Oh.
Mobile got lost. In a span of, we are talking one and a half hours.
Okay.
Tire punctures, key lost, mobile lost.
Okay.
And it was Sunday. At that time, if mobile is lost on a Sunday, no way you can get a SIM card, because everywhere it's closed.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
And now, just imagine if something like this happen. What is the first thing? Our day is so bad.
Yeah. Terrible day.
Terrible day. And when I was then I got so frustrated, so angry, so upset at that point of time. Then I went back home. While going back home, the bag was there only.
Mm-hmm.
And then because I had a duplicate key at home.
Mm-hmm.
As I was reaching home, I decided one thing. I will not spoil the rest of my day from 12 o'clock to the evening and spoil the day for my family.
Mm-hmm.
My son was about 3 years. He doesn't know what's happened to his father. 3, 4. If I go and show my upset face, he doesn't know.
Right.
Okay. I went home. Before I went home, I stood and said, everything is a still photograph.
Mm-hmm.
The key got lost. That's one photograph. Okay. The tire got punctured. That's one photograph. The key got lost. One photograph. Mobile got lost. One photograph. And they all happened at different intervals of time, however fraction of time it is.
Right.
They didn't happen at the same time.
Right.
So that means there were 3 different events.
Right.
So I made one photograph here, one photograph here, one photograph here, the tire photograph here, the key photograph here, and the mobile photograph here. 3 different photographs.
Right.
No connection with them.
Mm-hmm.
So first and foremost, make every event independent of each other.
Right.
Okay, each one is independent of each other. There is no connection between them. You are a connecting machine.
Mm-hmm.
You are connecting them, but they are not connected.
Right. So true.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Now you just do one thing. If you any day it's bad, you just look around and say that 4 events are. One event here, one event here, one event here, one event here. 4 different events. Don't connect them.
Right.
And your breathing will become so. Then what happens? This is my personal experience. The breathing became very easy.
Mm-hmm.
When I went home, I took my family. We went out, and we took our car. We came to this spot. I had got a friend who picked up the bike. Then I took my family. We went to a nice place. We had good lunch. Then we spent the whole evening
Right.
just because I made it into a still photograph. And this is my recommendation to each one of you to see that when you say that life is bad or the day is bad, the month is bad, the year is bad, do not connect the events.
Right. So true. I will practice this from next time.
Yeah, and just give me a feedback after that.
Sure. So, like you, everything you are sharing from your experience, you say that I never say or teach anything which I have not experienced. So, which life experience completely changed your perspective about leadership?
You mean say not to teach what I
What you haven't experienced.
experienced. That's
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No? I can't say I never, but I can say I completely
Mostly.
avoid.
Okay.
I avoid. The thought may come sometimes, but you avoid it.
Okay.
So, the first and foremost is for everything when you want to do something, there has to be a reference index.
Right.
That because that reference index is there, then you will not do that. And that reference index can be your role model.
Right.
So, for me, from the beginning of whenever my conscious awareness started, I can tell my favorite character from the mythology has been Shabari,
Okay.
who gives fruit to Rama,
Ram.
the berries.
After tasting it.
Tasting. My grandmother had told a story, so it has remained in my brain like that and all. So when I heard the story, she remained in me,
Okay.
Shabari. So what's her? I will not give the fruit which is not tasty to Rama. Only
Right.
those fruits which are tasty, I'll give to Rama.
Right.
You know.
So true.
And that has remained, and I said that's where it's translated into me also, and saying that I will not share with anyone what I have experienced or what I will only share with people what I have really experienced or completely convinced.
Right.
That which I am not experienced or completely convinced,
You don't share.
I don't share. Or I do not want to share.
Right.
I do not want to. Till date, Namrata, it's been 30 years in my journey of training and coaching. I started as a trainer. I became a coach. In those 30 years, I haven't researched on Google and find some kind of inputs for my programs.
No.
That means sometimes you go and do some PPTs from the Google.
Right.
No. Even in this book, for that matter, there is no outside matter in this book.
Yeah. It's all your experiences and
My thought is, if I give outside one or two references I have made, quoted, if they're there, if it's there, like when it's there in the book, but otherwise, just the two things which are quoted very clearly from where the sources come. The entire book is my experience. My thought is, if I want to share something which has been written already somewhere else, why don't I give the reference of those things and people can go and read that book, no?
Right.
Why should they read here?
Right. So true. Exactly.
I think you would have definitely experienced that while reading this book.
No, seriously, it was entirely your experience, and it was completely came new to me
Exactly.
because I was not knowing all that.
Exactly.
You have quoted all the life experiences and all the events which were happening at that time
Exactly.
in the offices and
Yeah.
organizations. Right. So I have a question. I marked it here. So in every organization, we say in this chapter 3 or 4, it's so you have said
Chapter
that
3, I think, build the
yeah.
environment.
So in this, one of the organizational head is telling you that there is one person who perform well, who is always motivated. We don't need to train him or anything else. But why not others? So I also want to know this. Why not others? Why there is only one person in
Or few people.
Yeah, very few people self-motivated and do their work on time. They are always on their toes. But what is stopping others from doing that?
Absolutely. See, the reason is instead of saying that what is stopping them from doing,
Yeah.
we as leaders need to ask what can make them to do that.
Okay. Yeah.
What can make them to do that? See, there's something called performance. What ultimately what everybody is performance.
Right.
Performance is equal to potential minus interference.
Okay.
There's a nice place called Breakthrough in Bangalore. That's a more like a outbound training center. If you go there, there's a huge rock, huge rock. From the center of the rock, the banyan tree has grown. That means the banyan tree had the potential to break through the rock and grow, and the interference, it could manage the interference. Can every tree have that capability to manage the interference? Like that, we can go to that rock and come there. How many seeds will die because of that?
Right.
They will never ever germinate and come out.
Right.
There's only one banyan tree like that,
Right.
which I have seen.
Right.
Now, like that, that means we have to have that kind of the care, the connect, the kind of kindness to think people that not everybody is being given that kind of determination, will, gift of will and determination to break through something and say.
Right.
So once the leader starts looking from the perspective of, instead of saying that there is one wildflower in the forest which looks so beautiful, because the wildflower in the forest, one we have seen, but there are thousands of seeds which did not germinate at all. That one wildflower had the right condition, right environment, right time rain, right time, right kind of soil.
Right. So you want to say that an organization is a place where, like, if we pot up seed in our plant, we are taking care of them. We are providing them the proper water. So we are taking. So organization should take care about the employees.
Definitely. See, basically, what's the biggest issue of an organization? Many organizations, we have paid people, so they have to work.
Yes. Right.
They are educated. They are they have got this certification. They got this knowledge. They are qualified. So they better they work and produce results.
Right.
That's a myth in the organization of an organization. That when we pay people, they have to work.
Right.
Now, what organization needs to understand, what in SLK software it was done was, they never thought like that. When everybody came together as the leaders, which are the four people who I mentioned, and one of them happened to me in the whole process. If you see from that perspective, what happened over there was, it was never like why people are like this. It was always about what can we do to make people to flourish and thrive, strive and thrive, flourish and thrive. What is that we are going to make? And that's why I believe the leaders of the organizations are gardeners. Like a gardener, they need to weed out something from the environment. They need to seed something in the environment. They have to nurture the human talent. They need to give the safe space, safe environment for it to grow.
Right.
And then what happens? The garden is so beautifully curated.
So true.
So you cannot have one wildflower and say that is the, every should be like that wildflower, like the banyan tree, what that. But the leader's responsibility is to create that.
Right.
And many organizations struggle is, they feel that why invest so much on people? They already are qualified. All these things are fine, but are you getting the results?
Right.
Where are the results then?
Right.
And they'll say, okay, do a training program for one day, as though some magic will happen. Nothing will happen. It's an eyewash.
Mhm.
You can give some information to people, but there's no transformation.
So what we should do for the transformation?
The transformation journey, if you see from an organizational perspective, is to see that we need to look at usually when the organization leaders ask me to do something, they say that I give you a set of people, you do something about them. All these people are achievers, they are rank holders, they have come from good school, colleges and schools. Some of them have really done very well for themselves. And they say we give a set of people to do something. And but nobody has heard them what is going on in their mind. And that's why I developed a model called BHAW, BOW, Voice of Workforce. You have a voice, but what does your workforce has got something in their mind? Have you ever made a point, made an attempt to listen to that voice? Listen to them, a genuine, authentic listening.
Okay, that's why the employees are not connected to the
Absolutely.
organizations. Okay.
They're not connected. I don't say they're not connected to the organization. It is like, I would like to quote this, there are two people, Santa and Banta, they used to say that, Tom and Harry.
Right.
You can have two people, Tom and Harry, Santa and Banta, whatever it is. Now, they quoted for a kind of a tender. Tender was to dig a tunnel through a mountain. Then they had quoted that if you take us, instead of getting one tunnel, you'll get two tunnels at the same cost. The company who had floated the tender was not interested in them, and they did not feel that that's a reality, and they thought it's a sales pitch. So they felt that, but we are very curious to understand what is these people are telling. So they called this Tom and Harry or Santa or Banta, they called. And they said that, okay, now you tell. How do you explain this? Then they said, look, Tom will come from this side or Santa will come from this side. Harry will come from this side or Banta will come from this side. Both will start digging the tunnel. And by the end of it, both will not meet and they'll have two tunnels.
What kind of assumption is this?
Yeah, so that's what is organization. Most organizations are. That I am talking to you. The employee will say, I am talking to you. The employee says, I am also talking in my mind. Both are talking and nobody is meeting anyone.
Got it.
And everybody is working hard.
Right. What is one leadership myth that this book completely challenges?
The biggest myth this book challenges is collaboration is something which you get all the high performing people together, all the great people who are competent, skillful, knowledge, and you get them and put them in a room, collaboration will happen. Whole life they are only competing. Have you ever heard of collaboration exam? But have you heard of competitive exam? Whole of your academic career, you only have appeared competitive exam, and now you join an organization, and suddenly everybody thinks that now we have got a collaborative team.
Right.
Actually, that's a myth, na?
Everybody is competing.
Competing.
Yeah.
Now that means there has to be an unlearning and transformation in people to collaborate.
Right.
And that is what needs to be. And the leader's biggest myth is get the team together and they'll work together.
You have to navigate.
You have to navigate through human dynamics, and that's the biggest thing.
Wow. Last question. An unwavering leader is?
An unwavering leader is a person who can remain calm, composed, and confident in the face of crisis, challenges, and confusion.
Wow. Another wow. That's great. So, as you know, that this is BHAW Namrata, be happy always with Namrata. So, we believe in expression is power. So, what would you like to express now as a leader to the audience?
Today is a wonderful day. I don't know when all of them will be watching, but today is Guru Purnima.
Yeah, right.
And I would like to tell you, all the viewers, that one of the biggest thing is of life is to have the right guidance and guru. And for that, the only way I can have the right guidance and guru is make myself eligible to get that right guidance and guru. When I get that right guidance and guru, all the darkness will be dispelled and I can walk to the path. Today I am today not because what I did or what I am. It's because of the many sculptors who came in my life and made this sculpture.
Right.
That's why I express this in my book also.
Yes.
Many sculptors, one sculpture. And this one sculpture has not become just because of me. I was just born, but in the process they all came together. There's been Kichu Krishnan, Ram Rales, Rajan Purlekar, M.H. Narsimhan, then Narsimha Prabhu. So many people who have come in my life. There are so many people I don't have their names which is coming up to my mind, but doesn't mean that I don't remember them. And gratitude is the only thing I can express on this day. Gratitude and gratefulness for the world has been given, even for that matter, SLK company, SLK Software Services Company, then its founder and the chairman, Parth Amin, who gave the opportunity or who just created that environment, the space, the organization, for me to go through that process and find my own feet in the whole process in this domain and work my way through today, because of which I am able to contribute to so many entrepreneurs who are struggling in their own minds. Right. So all these things I can only express gratitude. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for writing this book. I loved it and it helped me a lot. And I would ask my audience to read this book. It will be helpful and it is available in Amazon. Read this book and please come back and share your views. What did you like about this book? Thank you, sir, for coming and enriching us with such a great knowledge. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Radhe Radhe. Thank you for being with us till now. If you like the podcast, hit the like button, share the podcast with your friends and families. Hope this podcast was helpful for you. And if it was helpful, please drop a comment, because your comments, I love to read them, I love to answer them. And if you have any questions from this book, you can ask and sir will also reply to you. Thank you for being with us. See you in another podcast. Till then, be happy always. Radhe Radhe.